Before I work on the AM Superhet receiver, I'll look at some items received and some items that I ordered. Good Wednesday afternoon to you all, YouTube. This is, let me put this out of the way a little bit. Coming to you from a different angle today. I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit. What I'm doing here is going to work on the AM Superhet receiver. I'm going to add some components to it. Before that, I want to show you what came in the mail today. This is the MPF 102 transistors that I ordered out of China. Those 10 of those in there, and I haven't even opened that yet. Also, I'm going to do some other stuff here. Mainly show you what I did buy. I've been on eBay again. You know, payday comes and you gotta have something from eBay. The first item is a transformer, an isolation transformer. I've been looking for one of these for a while now. I don't look all the time. I don't look every day or anything like that, but every now and then I'll just do a search on isolation transformers, and this is what I came up with. Now this one was being offered as a buy it now for $46. It also had make offer, so I made an offer of $25. The reason being I went so low was because, for one thing, there's another one almost identical to this on eBay. It's in brand new condition. You can see this one's not the greatest, but it should be functional, I hope. Anyway, there's another one that's in perfect shape with cords and all that stuff and outlet port, and it was $46 and change shipped. So I thought, well, you know, if I can get that one for that price, why would I give that much? Plus, the other thing is I did a search on this particular model. Is in the 67A Triad, and all the places that normally sell stuff, Allied, Arrow, Newark, DigiKey, Mauser, they're all selling this for less money than the guy was asking. Of course, I realized that shipping was included, but, you know, for a lot less than stellar looking thing, I mean, you know, and of course all the new ones have the outlets and stuff with them. But they were like, I think $42 something, $42 and change before shipping. So, you know, I thought, well, you know, this guy's asking pretty much for it. So I went lowball on him, $25, and, you know, I realized he probably wouldn't take that. He came back with a $35 counter offer, and I countered with $30. So he told me, he said, you know, he said, look, he says, you know, I'm going pretty low with this. He said, the shipping, you know, this thing's heavy as a freight train. He said, so, you know, I'm going to need to make a little money off of it. I said, okay. So anyway, I ended up paying him $35 for this. And, you know, I don't, as long as it's functional, it really doesn't matter what it looks like to me. It's a 150 watt VA, whatever you want to call it. Some express it in watts, some say VA. But anyway, 1.3 maximum amps. And that's what I bought. Now this is going to serve me well on the bench, I do believe. Now obviously everybody that's followed me for a while knows that my Variac is an isolation transformer also. And I have it coming out in a yellow, and I'm going to flash a picture of that up here, as you can see. And right now it is set up for both the outlets to be variable, 0 to 150 volts isolated, and I'm going to put that on the panel too. Now what I'm going to do, now these are separate outlets. I mean, I've got them physically, they're not electrically connected, so there's wires going to each outlet. So sometimes they have a bus bar. Well, I cut the bus bar on this one to just for that reason, because at first, when I first did this, I used the bottom outlet for my dim bulb. But so anyway, they are separate, and so what I'm going to do is wire the new isolation transformer into the bottom outlet, and that will be basically a line voltage, isolated line voltage all the time. Every time the bench is on, of course, turn the bench off, it goes off. But and I'm going to put LEDs in there too, I think, so that I'll know what's going on with that, and I will put new labeling on it as well. But that's where it's going to hook up, and I'll put the probably right over there on the there's a space, a good sized space besides the scope, in between the scope and the wall, and that will fit in there fine, perfectly, and I can run the wire up over here and it'll be just out of sight. It'll work fine. So that's planned for that, and so anywho, like I say, that's coming in. Also, I bought you guys probably laugh at me, but you can see this next thing I put up here is a 0 to 30 volt power supply. It is 10 amp, and if you notice, the price is $8.99. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Bob found this first, and it's been quite a while ago, and he said, hey, look at this. So, you know, they want for the same exact thing, most of the sellers want $45 and up for this particular one. They've got a 5 amp version that goes for a little less than $40, but I don't expect to get this. Now, if you read closely on the ad, it says so many of them sold, and this and that, and the guy's got good feedback, and he's got a lot of feedback. I've had experience with this before with that meter, that current meter that I bought, and I went through 2 or 3 of them to get a decent one, and ended up paying the regular price for them. But I thought we'd try it because Bob's curious, I'm curious to see what happens, so you know, that's what we're going to give a shot. So that's that. Also have a little power supply, kind of like this one here, coming. It's a 3 volt power supply. Obviously I'm doing this radio is 3 volts, and I haven't got one, so I thought, well, you know, I'll try that. It was only a couple of bucks, I think, so, you know, try that. I have a AA battery holder coming that I don't have. It's got a switch on it. It's kind of nice, only 99 cents in China. I think there are a couple other items I'd ordered as well, but nothing noteworthy. But like I said, that's what's coming in the mail, and so just kind of wanted to go over that real quick and show you that I did get on YouTube, on eBay, and buy some stuff. Anyway, that's that. Now we're going to get back onto this. Let's see, what else? There was some. Kylie's coming today at 4:30. Don't know why, but she's asked if I would be accepting visitors. So I said yes. So anywho, that's coming on. I guess that's about it. Like I say, I'm going to get into doing this board now and put some parts on that, and we'll see how it turns out. And I've got to take a couple things off, and I'll explain that when I switch to the other camera. So stay tuned. Oh yeah, I know what the other thing is now. I forgot to tell you this. For these IF cans and oscillator coil, I'm going to be doing more of these. Like I said, I think it's no secret that I'm going to do this, do the oscillator on one board, or the mixer I should say, RF section and the mixer on one board, and do the IF on another board, and I've got some more of these coming. It's basically the blue radio that I got the kit for. Now the one I've got in here has got a broken case. I think I pointed that out on the video where I showed it. And instead of now I found, or actually Bob found these in Argentina, which you know, same kind of setup, same type of cans and stuff. They had 3 sets for I think $12, or it was cheap actually. I think it's $5 and something for the parts, but shipping was $15. I think it was going to cost over $20 basically. What it was. So I found these, like I said, these radios, the blue radios are like $3.99 a piece, and there's a $79 cents shipping charge. But still, even with that, I bought 2 more of those for $9.16 shipped. So they will have all these, obviously. Now one of them I'm going to actually make into a radio, so but it's just so much cheaper to buy that radio kit and use the other components for whatever. I'll use for these. I'm going to use the tuning capacitor and the loop stick. So all that stuff will be used on the board builds when I build them. So I'm going to do that, and like I said, one of them will be used for a radio. I'm not sure what I'll do with the other ones yet, so we will see about that when I get it. So I wanted to point that out. Let me get some components ready to go. I think my soldering iron's heated up, and I'll take some time and put a few of these on. We'll see what they look like.